Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom, my favorite Banjo-Kazooie clone. Do we want to go back to Palm Beach? I guess we don't have quite enough gears for the next portal. There's probably a lot left here, right? I know that this this central hub area has a bunch of gears as well. Actually, there's not that many that we haven't gotten. This level weirdly does not seem to be quite as full of them as what's it? The last one, Morio's room, Morio's house, Morio's place. How about you time out? I was not even looking at the timer because last time we played it was like 100 seconds, right? Pretty easily. Oh well, I killed that man instead of giving him a ride. These things happen. Wait, here we go. Here's a gear. I need gears. I also need to remember how to drive the damn car. It is a little it's challenging, you know, it asks a lot of you. Okay, there we go. Do I see a gear anywhere else? I don't at the moment. Actually, I probably want to do this more like here. Can I jump over this? I can, alright. We could figure out how to get the bombs to go where we want them and stuff, or we could just, you know.
Extended.
Or we could just murder everything. Hey, King, no matter how many times you fall, what matters is that you are determined to get up again. Okay, I'm a car, so I don't know exactly how relevant that advice is here. He wants to go where? Like up, right? Can I get up there? You know what? You know what we can do? This house has a ramp on it. This is the plan. Look at that. Beautiful. Definitely the way they intend you to get to the hotel. One step at a time. One step at a time. What a legitimately pleasant and positive person. Okay, we've definitely been over here. In theory, there are five more gears somewhere around here. Seems like I've been down on that island. This is kind of a conspicuous bit of construction, but it's probably not going to yield a gear. There's a lot of coins over there. People to pick up under the water. Yeah, maybe we should go back to the first area. Or maybe we should search the hub world. Because I am not seeing a lot of easy gears here. Or a lot of gears at all, frankly. But we did get a golden bunny, which is something. The game felt it was worth giving me an achievement over, so it must matter. At least a little bit. Yeah, do we see anything from here? I mean, I got the gear that's available over there. Wherever the other ones are, I do not see them. Sorry, beyond this one, which is right here in front of me, which I've totally gotten because obviously it's right here in front of me. And how could anyone possibly believe I was going to miss such an obvious thing while it was sitting there, right there in front of me? All right, we have not gone inside this building. Wow, okay, what is up here? If you are not here to spend a ton of money, then leave. Okay, no, it's cool. I did bring a ton of money. So, I mean, I do like the bomb hat. I gotta be honest with you. I think this expresses to everybody else the urgency that I'm feeling. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me just take one more quick look around. Can I get on these a little bit? Okay, it sure doesn't look like there's going to be any way to get a gear inside there, at the very least. I wonder if there's maybe, like, because you can see who you've delivered before and who you haven't. I wonder if maybe there's a delivery, or a gear for delivering every passenger. Can you take me to the nearby pier? Don't worry, this is an endless ice cream. It won't melt on your seat. I mean, that sounds like there would be a huge potential for it to melt on my seat. But there's an endless amount of it. Okay, I actually did that pretty slowly. Thanks! Time to enjoy my endless ice cream while staring at the sea. Sure, hi, what's your deal? Dude, the seaside really stinks. I'll need to buy new clothes. Can you take me back to the city center? Absolutely, I was just going that way because that's where all the passengers are. And then bounce, and then, haha! Smash through absolutely everything. Thanks, I finally returned to civilization. Yep. And then been slain horribly, because that's kind of how things tend to go around here. Apologies, nothing personal. Truly nothing personal. Do you mind, sir? Here's the 3-time MMA world champion. You would think that you would want to not have that hairstyle, because it definitely gives the opponent something to grab onto, potentially from, like, several feet away. Hey, King, I've trained my legs for the first time, and now I'm really sore. I have to reach my hotel, but my car just exploded. Can you give me a ride uphill? Absolutely, I can do that. I have never heard of a task for which I am better suited. I hope that you don't mind if we blow up a little bit. Thanks. Remember, King, resting is as important as training. Yeah. I personally tend to think it's much more important to really to an insane degree to maybe like somewhere around the degree where it's like the only thing you should really be thinking about. Is he gonna have anything new to say? The big glowing exclamation point really makes you think that he's gonna say some new stuff, but like also we did the explosive car here already, and yep, sure enough, that's not new or useful. Who would have thought? Okay, I made it. There was perhaps a little tiny bit of clumsiness there. Okay, so there's a bunny there, which is something? I don't know what it is. Ah. Oh no! I get so panicked when I bounce up in the air, and then I'm just like steering back and forth erratically, and that actually, believe it or not, does not make it easier to land where you want to land. All right, well I gotta wonder if some of the gears are like this, are in places where I need to lure explosives to them. Where is the nearest source of angry bombs? Here we go. Aha! I knew it. I've played a video game or two in my time. Wouldn't that be fucked if this was my first one? Oh wow, okay, I didn't home in on the thing at all. Oh, hello now. What have we here? Hey, King, is this even a cave at all? It's more like being outdoors, am I right? By the way, there's a shining green thing over there. Be careful, King. I appreciate how, like, upbeat and reinforcing all these people are. Oh, that's gonna kill you. Yeah, I guess like the optimal thing to do here is to just keep the dashing to a minimum. Enjoy physics. Oh, there's my gear. There's my gear. There you go. That's the strat. Okay. Oh, and every destroyed block does have a coin in it. So at a certain point, Like at a certain point, you just hit a bunch of coins, drop out, and then. So we got that gear, and it doesn't count. So the gear display on the outer world doesn't count gears that are hidden in little interior areas like that. That's interesting. I'm training and holding my breath, but it's getting pretty boring. I've been down here for 3 hours, and I feel no sign of fatigue. Can you take me somewhere else? Frankly, that's incredible. Are you dead? Have you checked because you could be dead. And I don't want to like freak you out or anything. We have some incredible medical advances these days. They might be able to do something. I'm trying to jump over this building. Bombs, come with me. This bomb is... Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say this bomb is never going to be able to make it to where we need to go. Where are you headed? You just headed to a different underwater area? Because I can't actually see... There it is. Oh, apparently there's a gear right behind where we start. I guess I should have checked that. King, we're still underwater. Boring. I didn't pick the destination. How does he think this service works?
Time extended.
All right, so my guess is that the final gear is either give everybody on the map a ride, or it's somewhere else underwater, like on the other side, probably. Excuse me, could you please, thank you. Oh, this corgi needs help. Pizza, now! Yeah, that's dog, all right. I haven't spoken it in years, but you never forget the dialect. I appreciate the fact that psychotic appears to be the only rating. I've never delivered you before. Sorry, do you want to respawn a little bit there? Okay, there we go. I really wanted to visit that famous local cave, but my car transformed into a bomb. Also, the cave's under the sea while my stomach is full of air. I would float. Can you take me underwater? I can, and I even know where the cave is, which should really speed this up. Oh no, I forgot my swimming goggles. I can't see a damn thing. I don't think that's the largest problem you're gonna have in there, sir. Unless you also are bomb-proof, which honestly he might be. This world kind of seems like the place where everybody is. Okay, that's just Griffin McElroy. The sun is great, but over 15 minutes of exposure can be... Is that my Griffin McElroy? Jesus. Over 15 minutes of exposure can be dangerous. Can you get me somewhere cooler than here? Yeah. How would you feel about an undersea cave? Not really what I had in mind, but thanks anyway. If only my car hadn't been destroyed by one of those things. That was not intended as a burn on Griffin McElroy. I mean, or you know what? Feel free to tell him it was, because like beefing with the McElroy brother would probably be good for my view count, right? Okay. Who else? Who needs a ride? I think we might have cleared all of the stuff. You. Hey, King, I really need a new hat, but I'm incapable of walking for various reasons. Yeah, we've covered it. Maybe I should have trained my legs for once. I'm doing these out of order, sadly. Okay, well, we do know where the hat shop is. King, you saved me! Now I can finally buy a new hat for my really long... Yeah, how are you going to get it on top of your head? You know what? This is not my problem. Alright, what about in the water on this side? There's probably at least a couple people, right? Well, maybe actually... Maybe not. I have no idea what kind of bonus I'm getting for destroying things. This is a work of fiction that contains crude humor. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead, actual events, or actual companies is purely coincidental. Okay, yep, good to note. Explore the island and find all the green gears. They're placed all around the map, the dev. Well, what was that? Why do I hear voices inside my head? Who made me say that? And where's my car? You know, if you need a ride somewhere. I did not mean to drive into Mario's lab. I don't mean it just yet. Okay, you we've taken care of. You know, honestly, I think maybe we have gotten everybody. Maybe there is not, in fact, a reward for this. I mean, I think that would be perfectly reasonable. We've got no reason to think there would be. It's just a guess. Some might say a theory. Been up top a bunch of times. How much time have we been? Okay, there actually isn't any shallow water over by those things. So you know what? At this point, I guess we will just go ahead and get into the lab. Nope, it doesn't bounce quite high enough. There we go. All right, I think we have enough. And if we didn't, we could always just, yeah, find the other 4 in here. Okay, teleporter is Arcade Panic. What's up, Pico? Sorry, Peachy. Beep boop. Did you know? If you ever wonder what to do next, check the minimap in the pause menu. On the minimap, you'll be able to see which levels and areas you have unlocked. For each area, try collecting as many gears as possible. What a novel idea. An old arcade cabinet. It's missing the cartridge of the game. I would like very much to play some Psycho Taxi. That is a problem we are going to have to resolve. But first, Arcade Panic. Yeah, this looks like it's probably gonna, you know, flashing. I'm just saying right now, like flashing light warning. Okay, so there's no things, no gears to pick up in this opening area. We have some new hats, but they're not super compelling. That's fine. We'll just save money for other things. What's your deal? This is a work of fiction. Okay. Tag lawyer has to show up in every level. Can only indemnify 1 level at a time. Those are the rules. Why don't you try out our bowling? It'll be fun, I promise. Okay, I'm not super comfortable with this. Considering what you do in... Well, alright, I guess I shouldn't have done that either. Ooh, some weird green stuff corrupted our oil. And most of our arcade stuff runs on oil instead of electricity. We used to find it fascinating, but now it's just a corrupted mess. I mean, it sounds like a very wasteful business. It can't smell good in here. This is the time of the famous Arcade Panic, the oil-powered arcade. As you can imagine, the corrupted oil has given them some problems. Well, let's just, I've come here to remove all of your gears as a sort of a public safety thing, so please just immediately surrender them to me. Boy, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Okay, this is just a toggle. Because I definitely saw the gear down here. So I was waiting for the bridge effect to time out. Thanks to the power of the gears, the portal to pizza time has turned on. I would kind of expect this to be the pizza time area, you know? I mean, just look at the carpet. You tell me this isn't a Chuck E. Cheese ass carpet. Alright, I suppose I could toggle the thing. Oh. I can't believe I fully missed that giant button. That's embarrassing. Wait, which way am I? Well, you know what? There's a gear over here. Why don't we let that be our guiding star? Yeah, our oils turn green. Our carts are corrupted. The go-kart tracks are no longer safe. Oh no! So that's actually just in the air right there. And I'm not going to be able to get anywhere near that height. Alright. Apparently, I got a strike. It is felt that I received a strike. Okay, well, it turns out that is nowhere near close enough to that gear. Okay, turns out all it is really just hitting that button once. We want to manipulate the bowling ball into another strike here, and presumably that earns us another brain fart. The thing we just got. Gear. How many words are there that are relevant to this game, and I'm already losing them? While this area is relatively safe, the oil is making some grumpy noises around here. No, well, the noises aren't actually implemented. This is it's not a hint to anything. Just enjoy the minigame, get the prizes, and go. I swear, if you even start looking around for weird noises thinking it's a hint, you'll only be wasting time. It would have been easier if this dialogue didn't exist at all, but this area needed someone to talk to. Huh. Really thought these tiles responded to the flip maneuver? It must seem like a great injustice when I scatter them the way the ball scatters them. Right, like this is the thing of generational trauma. I'm not okay. This is probably actually cheating. You're probably not supposed to use your physical body to go fuck up the pins. That is likely against the rules of bowling. You know, I was about to make an Air Bud joke there, but I'm not actually sure. Was there an Air Bud gambling movie or bowling movie? It seems like there could have been. Should be an easy thing to get a dog to do on film, right? Oh, God. I misread the situation there very badly. Oh. Okay, everybody needs to just calm the hell down. Well, there's some wind-up racers here that apparently are somewhat envious of our position. Oh. That was weird. The second bounce just didn't happen. I got caught on the railing, it seemed like. Okay, there we go. Back somewhere friendly. This is a very hostile place. Well, fully overshot that button. You get what I was trying to do. Ooh, okay, way overshot. Well, I mean, whatever. It's probably good enough. I don't think we actually need to go through the end of the area. I just needed the gear. Okay, hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. You know, before we go moving on here, I actually kind of want to go back down to the bottom floor because there is an outdoor area, right? Hold on, stop, go this way. Yeah. There's an outdoor area that we started in, and when we were here first, we didn't know anything about the game, but now I am wondering... Okay, so we gotta hit a switch palace or something to get those blocks active. But yeah, there's like a whole level out here. Let's just go scrounge for gears out here, shall we? Maybe be a little bit more cautious. There we go. Does this... No, this does not share a map with Mario's home. This is a whole separate thing. Look at this place. Okay, let's go find some stuff to get into. Who are you and what are you doing? Tonsy Batonsy. Cars are not working. Not properly, at least. Sadly, we live in Granny's Island. It's pretty big and no one is willing to walk. Oh. Those aren't... You're holding rats. At least I hope they're rats. And while rats are amazing creatures capable of solving many problems, a rat is not a car, and that is just... That's going to be very difficult to conquer. Can I open? Nope. Does not seem that I can do anything with this spaceship except maybe use it as a ramp if I were careful enough about it. It's actually remarkably difficult to get this treasure chest. Okay. So, there's a thing up there that we're going to need to find like a switch palace for. What about you? You're chatty. I fear no, son. I'm well prepared, as you can see. I mean, kind of. His head is so much bigger around than the top of the hat. Okay, you know what? It's fine. He doesn't need my advice. And I doubt he would take it if I gave it to him. If he could hear me giving it to him. I am giving it to him. Hey, welcome to Granny's Island, founded by Mario's grandma. By the way, I actually hate the saxophone. That's okay. There's a lot of, there's a fair amount of the game's humor is just sort of like saying thing that's like it's the opposite of the thing you would expect. It's not necessarily the most developed vibes, like, but you know, it's fine. Do we have, yes. If you could please blow me up here. Be very helpful. Let's just get up top. We'll see if we can see any gears. Okay, hold on. Getting really clumsy here. There we go. Because it says there are an awful lot of gears here, and we can see a lot of island, but I did not immediately actually see any gears to claim. Okay. I think we can probably work this to our advantage here. Alright, there's one over there that looks like it would probably take the Switch Palace to get to. There's a lot of, like, chatty people, but the chatty people are mostly not actually, like, doing anything relevant. They're just being loud. They just want me to come over and listen to their non sequiturs, or whatever. Listen to them describe their hat badly. Congrats for getting up here. With your moveset, there's no place you cannot reach. Well, except for the places that are at the end of the Switch Palace blocks, of course. Alright, how would we get to the top of this thing? There was not... I was kind of hoping that there was going to be a ramp around some part of it. Like if I dash into this thing, I am just gonna slide into it. And then probably around it. Oh, there's one way off in the clouds over there too. It feels like there must be more moves that I don't know about, right? Is this the idea? You just... Yeah, you know what? Alright. That seems pretty doable. I would like to take back my extremely brave assertion. That does not look doable at all. Let me try something a little bit different. So I think I need to start this. I need to start the air dash earlier. What I'm thinking is if I can air dash toward it. No, it's not going to work. If we could air dash toward it and travel for a long enough time that our dash refreshes and still have, still be high enough in the air. Okay, the last second turn adjustment did not help things there. And like theoretically we could get a little extra height, but that actually is, we're talking about a lot of air time. Okay. There must be ways to fly more, and we will earn them eventually, I'm sure. So there's a little house down there. I guess let's check out the little house. Hey, I know you. It is the same character, at least. Hey, King, this is where I come to relax. No, please don't worry. Your mechanical noises are not disturbing me at all. I do fart as well from time to time. Okay, that's... Ah, before I forget, I found this shining thing up here. It's disturbing me a bit. Can you take it with you? Okay, sometimes you'll talk to a person and they'll just give you a gear. I guess that's a motivating factor to keep talking to strangers. He just... It's not really a fart joke. He was just like, by the way, I fart. And that's like... That doesn't even rise to the level of information. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, this structure down here is interesting. So it's got this thing like to the left of center right now. I'm trying to move so that it's the bottom of it's actually viewable. If you got onto those ramps, you could get yourself quite a lot of just like straight upwards momentum with your dash. I don't know if it's going to take you all the way to the top of the lighthouse though. It's like half of an idea. It seems unlikely. Oh shit. I did not mean to go all the way over. Okay, well here's something. Easy enough. There we go. The movement feels a little... Not the movement, I want to be clear. My button pressing. My button pressing feels a little erratic sometimes here. It's a bit... Getting stuff to work is a bit chaotic. So just to play around with this a little bit. So you'd want to execute the dash here. And then you can get onto this surface. But these ones, obviously, these ones are not ideal for a number of reasons. I wonder if there's a better cut angle. I wish I had more camera control. Okay, what if I did it kind of sideways though? Like, that's a little too sideways. There is probably a way to make that bounce work. Also, interior area. Nope, not interior area, just a shortcut. Have a quick look at what's down here. What's your deal? Hey, King. I'm challenging a friend of mine at holding our breath, but I've lost track of time. Now my fingers are all wrinkly. Can you take me back to the city center? I can probably do that. It turns out I just learned about this really important tunnel. And then we're gonna have to get back up a little bit. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe the city center's over here. It was nice of that guy to like full stop me that way. Thanks, King. I've been underwater for ages. You saved me from dying of boredom. Take this. I found it underwater. Okay, so yeah, just a lot of talk to people for gear here in town. What about you? Wow, that's a character model. Gertrude Anna. Mario's grandma was the founder of this city. Everyone loved her. But her lasagna actually tasted bad. Don't tell anyone I told you that, darling. So are they going for a sort of like... Her character model looks like that, and then she has those clothes on, and it kind of feels like they're going for a little bit of a Zsa Zsa Gabor. It's a very complicated set of influences. Aha, it was a fake out. I was evading the bomb. You know, I learned how to start worrying. Never figured out how to stop, and I certainly never did love the bomb as much as I probably should. Aha! I was trying to get the bomb underneath me so that we could get a little boost there, and that worked better than I could possibly have hoped. There is one more somewhere here. Where do I think? Could be, I mean, obviously it could be in any of these blocks, unfortunately. It's not an easy thing to test. They like lure this bomb to the side. No, you fool! Blowing up yet? Yeah, now I've broken the path. Shit. Well, I mean, we certainly don't need all of the gears in any particular area just yet. I just like picking up a handful out here. We'll make it easy enough to get to the next level, right? Yeah, I didn't really see anywhere else. It basically has to be in one of the blocks that's sitting on top of the other blocks. That's my thinking. Just out of curiosity here. Yeah, I didn't really expect it would be. I think it's going to be on the upper level. I also think I'm not going to stress about it too much. I mean, one extra is healthy. One extra's handy. I guess also healthy. I definitely meant handy, though. Welcome to Gym Gears. There's 6 here. Yeah, that's... wait. So that's not how I would use that machine, but I'm going to level with you. I know little enough about working out that I could just be wrong about that. Mario, what's up? Truth is, I'm incredibly fit. How do you think I managed to be almost everywhere you go? Well, makes sense. Pretty hard to argue with. Beep boop. Did you know? You can interrupt a flip-a-wheel if you want to. To do that, press the flip-a-wheel button again while spinning. When the taxi flashes, that's the right time. Use it if you didn't mean to flip a wheel, or whenever you think it's best. They're still trying to pretend they're not giving you a jump functionality. So they're being very careful about about what exactly they tell you. Wow. That's extremely impressive, I think. So what is this? Train like a hero. Who is this guy? Who is this guy with his extremely what's the name? What's the name of that superhero from Ren and Stimpy? His nipples remind me of another superhero, Powder Toast Man. You know, some people just have those kinds of nipples. I think this should work. Easy one. Hi. Okay, yep, work in fiction, etc. So I did notice that there was a free hat up there. Oh wow, this is a big gym. This is crazy. You know how every once in a while people make that joke on social media where they're like, you know, this thing about our modern world is so intense and weird that it you know, the very experience of it would kill a Victorian child. This is the feeling I'm having about this right now. This is borderline a lot for me. All right, so free hat. I do like a free thing. I think we're gonna just want to probably take the same kind of move, but from this when it's raised. Yeah, easy. Nice. Free for all like a vaccine bloody should be. And then there's supposed to be 6 gears in here. I wonder how many of them come from people. Sup, King? What do you mean with training legs? We don't train legs here. I mean, this thing this guy's doing, this would train your legs, right? He's doing squats while lifting. And here, these guys are hardly doing like arm lifting at all. This is pretty much just squats. I'm never able to train my legs because the bro's lifting the machinery itself. Well, okay, it is true that you're probably training your legs less by squat lifting the treadmill than you would be if you were running on the treadmill. That's fair. That's a fair concern. What's up, 3-time MMA champion? Hello, King. We're barely capable of walking. Luckily, we have some improvised cars in here. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yo, look at how swole that dog is. Is that a dog? Is that a hamster? No, it's a dog. So I'm not trying to... Sorry, I want to marvel at your... whatever it is you call the thing that you've done to your body here. At the very least, marvel at your bravery. Your sheer determination. Okay. This is like the exact same distance. Should be very doable. I fucked it up though. That's sad. I think I probably could get onto it from these blocks. Except we have to be careful because it's extremely easy to destroy these blocks. Is it even possible? I can't walk safely in here because of those damn improvised cars. Yeah, it does seem like this gym is a dangerous and inconvenient place. Also, not exactly not my favorite gym music, not my favorite workout tunes. Okay. Yeah, we might be able to get up from getting on top of those blocks, but I am definitely worried about... I'm definitely worried about the fact that doing the initial spin out, I think, would just delete the block that you're actually standing on. I gotta be patient here. A big problem I have is I want to start hitting forward as soon as I leave the ground, and you cannot do that. You have to make sure you land on your hood on a flat surface, or land on the roof of your car rather, on a flat surface. Okay, so another golden bunny, another gear. I have no idea what these golden bunnies are for. Am I going to be able to get over there even? We might end up... Okay, I'm going to aim for the level where those guys actually are, and then we can jump up when they raise the weight. Yeah. Okay, from here I think we should be able to grab everything pretty easily. Oh, shit. It's a little complicated because I can't see what I'm doing at all. I got greedy. I tried to do it all at once. Okay. As long as we don't set our checkpoint anywhere else, we can come back up here and get that bunny later. I am curious what is up here. Probably, this is probably the way that you're supposed to approach that gear over there. Oh, and also maybe there's one right here. So the one across the way is gear number 5, and then gear number 6 is probably... I have no idea, but I think this looks pretty makeable. Oh dear. Okay. There you go. Easy recovery. Is this... Okay, yeah, I'll take the... Oh, that doesn't even go on the top of the... You know what? That's a winner. That's a winner for sure. Gosh, I wish I had a little bit more camera control. Alright, so there is a checkpoint resetting robot man here. Please, take me back to my last checkpoint. So this way doesn't go to anything other than more money, I guess. Yeah, it sure doesn't look like it. Okay. Crush the shell. I mean, there's definitely some, like... There's definitely some gender going on in this gym, I guess is what I'll say. Alright, this should be easy enough to hit from here. Okay. You know what, I think it's fine to touch this, because I can probably just get this with the double jump. Hooray! 1 of 3 golden rabbits. We still have no idea what happens if you get all the golden rabbits in a level. We've never come close. Pigeon or chicken? Huh. Pigeon would not have occurred to me, I'm going to be honest with you. I might have exaggerated. Whenever I push too much, my shorts warn me by turning brownish. Yep, that's an important... You should absolutely listen to that signal. That is a critical signal that your body is giving you. And it must be taken seriously. Well, here's the last gear, right above this Ultra Chad. Hey, King, the trick for peak performance is training your legs as well. You can even double jump that. Just interrupt a flip in midair. Hey, thanks. I will flex in kind at that advice. Well, I bet that's quite a revelation if you've gotten to this point in the game without figuring out how to do it. All right, we actually geared out a level, and of course it would be the gym that we would come to really get our fill of gear, huh? So one of the rabbits is up there. Is that? I can't tell. Is there? I don't think there's a landable ledge on top of that pillar area. How am I gonna get up to that rabbit? If I were to go here, checkpoint man, please re-checkpoint me. No, there's no gap in the wall anywhere that would allow me to fall through. Well, I guess I can't really see what's like way above us from here. Maybe on the way higher level. Be easy enough to get back over there. So how's everybody enjoying this music? It's really it's really getting my pump on. So close. Okay. Nope, there is definitely no gap in the wall. I was wondering if you had to come at the rabbit from the other side. But we should definitely get this one while we're here, right? Hey, Ultra Chad, do you have any other advice? Nope. Okay, work your legs. Got it. Okay, thank you. I mean, you can kind of get yourself tilted up on these pillars a little bit. Maybe the idea is to get tilted upward a little. Right, like do this and then... No. The cab corrects down to 2 tires downward as soon as you start trying to spin there. And we're like really not close. There's got to be some kind of way to wall ride or something, right? Either that or there is like a way up somewhere else. So we need 6 more gears for the next thing. Controls. Rebind. Shoot. This is what I want. I just wanted to see the list of binds. Okay, that's all of them. I was wondering if there was a camera control thing that I didn't know about. Apparently we have some cool stuff. Okay, speedrun timer. I bet this game's pretty fun to speedrun. Alright. So I am wondering if there's like maybe a place somewhere in the gym where you can get into a tunnel that goes up enough and then you end up dropping through the ceiling in that room or something. Because I really legitimately cannot see how you would get that from the floor. And I guess for the moment, we're just gonna bail on this. We got as high as there is to get in this room, right? We know there's nothing else really to go after. Yeah, I do like the flexing muscles. I think we're probably sticking with the flexing muscles for a while. Yeah, I don't see any sneaky places to get into. All right, we'll worry about it later. Ah, shit, fucking shit. Okay. I really do. I think it would be beneficial. So the rabbits don't seem to do anything by themselves. My hope is that you get something cool when you get all the rabbits and all the gears in a level. Some kind of weird little completion reward, a gold frame around it on the mini map or something. Okay, here's another gear. Can I access all that from here? That seems like a pretty long run to make. I guess the way you would do this is... Can this thing be used to... Nope, this thing cannot, in fact, set you upward. Is this umbrella bouncy? Nope. It's extremely destructible. Doesn't have the structural integrity to be bouncy. Okay, maybe the idea is that you can get up on top of it from over here. This is, I think, too high for our double jump. Never mind. Okay. Not bad. Now that we're up here, I guess we no longer need the stone. I kind of thought from the other side, the stone stuff looked like it was way closer to this than it actually is. There's certainly no way we're reaching that without some help. That is a gear that is very high up in the sky. Maybe you can get shot out of some of these buildings? Like, I know those are supposed to be, you know, smokestacks or chimneys or whatever, but a person could get flung out of such a thing. Okay, we just re-entered this building from the other side. Have we watched the TV? Oh, right, yep. Well, you know what, actually, there are supposed to be 4 more gears in here, right? Rescued myself, it was the plan the whole time. Beep boop, did you know? You can interrupt a flip a wheel if you want to. Yep, okay. Use it if you didn't mean to flip a wheel, or perhaps in front of this conspicuous staircase. Why? Who knows? Hi. I don't remember why I put those spikes there, but now I'm unable to remove them. Each time I try touching them, I wake up in the center of the laboratory, as if the world had just reset. Yeah, you gotta be careful with spikes. I wonder, like, at what moment do they become spikes? Is it when they're attached to the floor? Because, like, you had to be able to touch them to install them, right? Beep boop, did you know? You can perform a quick turn by holding gas and brake while on the ground. I did not know that. This can be useful if you're turning on a tight curve. It will also slow you down to a stop. Yeah, I mean, so does just hitting down in pretty much any circumstance. But I guess that's useful. There is a quality to the music in this game. Exuberance, I guess, that really sets it apart from a lot of modern game soundtracks. Many games are trying to have a mood other than yeah. But I think this game is boldly suggesting perhaps you do not need one. Is there a way to climb up? Feels like this room would be a good place to put a thing. But it's also... Well, okay, we can see up on those wires, and I guess there's nothing worth having. Okay. So in order to cross this, I'm assuming I also get nuked by spikes immediately. You would have to be able to wall ride, right? There must be some kind of move that I do not yet understand how to do. And we talked to you already? Did you know you can perform a quick turn by... Yeah, okay, that's... I did, in fact, just talk to you, yes. Yeah, I can't even get far enough to see around the corner. That's mostly what I was testing there. All right, well, we do have Pizza Planet open already, right? Or Pizza Time? Yeah. I'm sure it'll be easy enough to get 3 more gears here. And hopefully we'll run into the training scenario for whatever move it is that we're missing in the near future. Oh, I love... Not the big guy with the pizza box face. That's very horrible. But I love the big pixelated pizza slices in the skybox. Those are... Skybox. You know what I mean. Those are a delight. Hi. You're some kind of snail man. You're a horrific looking pizza guy. Hey, I'm a pizza man, literally. I need to get to the nearest Morco's Pizza. They called me saying they want to hire me. I don't think that you understood that phone call correctly, but let's get you over there. Alright, first things first, stuff I want to do. Okay, now things that you care about. Pizza place or whatever. Is it around here or where? What are we talking about? Ah! Absolutely psychotic. Hey, what do you mean by be careful? Don't worry, it's not like they're gonna eat me alive in there. That's exactly... Okay, yeah. We get it, because that's precisely what's going to happen. There was probably a better time available by, like, using a tunnel somewhere or something. That has a gear above it. Due to the gears corrupting the oil, the vehicle is transforming into a monster. Yeah, no, that is what's happening. So I gotta get, I mean, it would stand to reason that I gotta get the gear out of the oil thing. I was hoping to come at it a little bit faster. It is tricky to part the traffic. Okay, if the monster car rams into us, it seems like mostly what it does is boost us into the air a little bit. It's not really like a problem. Okay, the horn sounds are terrible. They're somewhat terrible. Shit. Okay. Alright, hold on. I might be able to do this with just jumps from here. I didn't realize I'd be able to, like, stand on this. Ah, but we're getting stuck under the lip of the chimney there. Okay, so I probably want to do it from, like, here a little bit more. Oh, really close, really close. Yeah, the important thing is not hitting the lip. There we go. Tiny bit of triangle jump. Gets us where we're going. I'm sure this whole level is, you know, it's vast and interesting. Right now, what I'm doing is just picking up 3 obvious gears. We see another one over here that we should be able to get in the exact same way. Sorry. Okay, there we go. And now we can time out in peace because we've unlocked the other level, maybe? Or there's probably more levels beyond. Well, that's the portal to Tosla's offices. Maybe that is the last big stage. I mean, there's still a lot to do everywhere else, and there's still whatever's beyond the big spike hallway and stuff. But yeah, for the moment, I guess let's just go ahead and bounce back to the lab. Let's go over there and open our last portal. Maybe our last portal. All right. Well, we have certainly accomplished some things today. The energy. I don't know how, even with them just being, you know, a computer program, I don't know how they sustain it, because frankly, it's exhausting for me. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I guess maybe we're taking a trip to Tosla for a for an expedition that is perhaps more politically charged than the creator of this game knew that it was going to be at the time of the creation. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.